Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. You have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Priol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Bebeto. He has found the way through. Molina, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Romario. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Molina. Early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's running through. Well, they've got it again. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, super ball. He is through here. And it's Chouameni. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. It's Bebeto. Yamal.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Chouameni. And here's Iniesta. Iniesta proves just a little bit too strong. It's Iniesta! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yamal. Bellingham. And it's Schneider. And he's forced to go back. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's got away. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Madrid really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Schneider. It's Bellingham. And it's Molina. 30 minutes gone. Alvarez. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Kubo. There's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch onto this? Howson. Chouameni. Kubo. Wriggles his way through. Steaming on. Shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Driving on and making good progress. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez purring through the gears. Schneider. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Mallorca really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Shot could be on. Shot, surely! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Romario. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And now the breakaway. Kubo. He's found a way through. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Pau Kubasi scooting forward. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Oh, that's nice. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Mallorca really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's had it taken off him. Some resolute defending there. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 8,
Your impression so far, Jim?
serán
Well,
sustituidos
there really is.
por
That could spell
el dorsal
trouble.
11, el dorsal 13, cambio de jugadores.
He's having a hit! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is a smashing hit, struck with power and accuracy.
Well, that was struck with a level up from venom. Power and control aren't easy to pair up, and that was an exception.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Chouameni. Bebeto receives it in a wide position.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Madrid have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Time for a change in personnel. Messi to come on. A change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Mallorca couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Chouameni. Messi. Messi is fouled. Busquets. Roberto Carlos tries to play it through, and he's definitely onside. And this is Messi, and it's come back out to him. Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
They really do have to make something of this. And it's Taka. He's found some space. Nice control. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right play.
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by...
Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever.
Chance for a shot! They would have been quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. Edmilson. And Araujo. This is a promising build-up. He's found the way through. Oh, it's played into the area. No, that's been intercepted. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That has been cut short. Taka, oh, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. He's being urged to shoot. No foul, says the referee.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Kubasi, Taka, Bellingham, and it's Puyol, and Kubasi, Taka, and it's Alaba. Vinicius Junior, he's got plenty of space out wide here. Alaba proves just a little bit too strong. Chouameni, foot in. Chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Mallorca penetrate first. It is a Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Intercepts the throw. That's well read. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Carvajal. Carvajal making good progress on the right-hand side. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Carvajal with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Raul, and he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! Barcelona are back in business! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Played out towards the right wing. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to get free. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Good ball, good take, and the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Bellingham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Referee's given a throw. And it's Bellingham. It's a good ball out wide. Now it's Raul. Alaba proves too strong, too smart. Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. And the return pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's heaved it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Raul. Can he get it through? Vinicius Junior. Taka. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Raul gets into a good position. And that has been knocked clear. Balde is onto this. Decent chance! What a wonderful goal! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
2 minutos de descuento.
Barcelona with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He's had a shot! And there's his goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
El dorsal
Yeah,
22.
to see it unfold as succinct.
That's it, 45 minutes up. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. So we're into the second 45. Kubasi. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Space for him to turn and look. Looking to play him in. Opts to play it back. Now it's Mbappe. Forlan. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that was very necessary. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Taka. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Koundé. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe. Taka looking to add to his goal. Vinicius Junior. Balde, who's set up 1 goal so far. Yamal. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe, that has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Barcelona leading now. Goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. And here's Romario.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous.
Real chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Caceres. Can he get it through? Mallorca leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Xavi. Albert Ferrer. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by Albert Ferrer. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that. And could be danger here. Surely he can't miss. He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They are purring, truly purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Mallorca are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's picked out the run. He is through here. It's a good-looking delivery. Maradona! And reclaimed it in a trice. Saviola goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Saviola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's really well cleared. Tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Great, decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. But this is Romario. And here's Maradona. Saviola. He's being... And the shot! Outstanding save to keep that out. It's their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Alaba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Romario. There's a no-nonsense tackle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Romario. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alaba does really well to win the ball there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Caceres calmly anticipates. Well, that's well spotted. Xavi. Albert Ferrer makes a move down the right. Maradona. Now, can they get him away? And Jamal. And here's Saviola. Eto'o! Off the post! And it's been hooked away. And he can thump it away. Out again for a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Takes the shot! And this could be the final action of the first half. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Mallorca absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Mallorca are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. The second period is underway. Chouameni. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Taka. And he's intervened well there. Caceres. Chouameni. And it's Maradona. Now it's Saviola. And it's Xavi. Albert Ferrer. And this is Saviola. He whips it across. And that was very necessary. Shoots! And the keeper threw out a limb. Molina. Threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caceres. And here's Eto'o, and this is Saviola.
Saviola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
it's Saviola! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Keeper's got his work done.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So their 4th corner of the game. Great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Mallorca looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. Caceres. He's going to be disappointed with that. Taka making good progress on the right-hand side. And that is expertly dealt with. Xavi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So the
7.
manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Kaká. El dorsal 19. El dorsal
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23. El dorsal 8. Schneider. El dorsal 17. Griezmann. El dorsal
Schneider.
21. Bale.
Mallorca do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Molina, not the most accurate pass. Caceres. And Cucurella. And it's De Jong. Molina. Bellingham. And it's Molina. Back towards the middle. Griezmann. Some good work on the right flank here. Stood up well to him there. Koundé, pressing high and with purpose. That is ended up in no man's land.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni proves just a little bit too strong. And no, he's seen through all of that. Xavi carries the ball down the right. Tchouaméni and Alaba. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Koundé gets across to intercept that. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Tchouaméni. Xavi wins the duel this time.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he was alert to it. Puyol clears it away. Mallorca are almost home and dry now. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, important interception. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Que viste camiseta azul y gorra roja y dice haberse perdido. Se juega su padre.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Zielinski. And here's Ribery. No luck with that dink over the top. Romani cuts it out. Cafu. Milan, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Rui Costa. Brilliantly cut out. Nedved. Now it's Dovbyk. McTominay. Now it's Batistuta. Rui Costa. That has been slung wide.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Zielinski, and it's Hernandez. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's McTominay. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ribery. Played out wide. It's a promising position. Nice control. Pinches it off him. Lookman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, no joy this time. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Kolomuani. Zielinski. Now McTominay. And it's Hernandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Rui Costa. Rafael Leao, and a chance! Goal! Milan!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rafael Leao, and he's picked it up out wide. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. He's had a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Cafu. Now it's Colomwani. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Rafael Leao. Rui Costa. Rui Costa scooting forward.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, well played. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. McTominay, Zielinski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lookman.
Such good technique.
And it's Batistuta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rafael Leao. And he's worked it through. Colomwani is onto this. Benatia is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And now the breakaway.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Deep into stoppage time. And it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa, there he goes, motoring forward. And it's half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. McTominay. And here's Nedved. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta is flagged offside. More and more pressure on the ball here. Some resolute defending there. And he's running through. Goes for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
McTominay. Nedved. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Romani cuts out the pass. Cafu. And it's Zielinski. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Hernandez. It's Rui Costa. Nicely shaped ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, they've got it again. Cafu. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Knocks it out wide. Back in one. Oh, great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Zielinski gathers from the goal kick. Kalulu threads one in. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Zielinski. Now it's Kolomuani. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Shot a goal! Oh, what has happened here? Has to go back here. Nedved. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Zielinski. Ribéry. Now McTominay. Spread it left. Rafael Leao. Can he get onto this? Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Milan have their second corner now. Rui Costa plays it short. And here's Rui Costa. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. They've won a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it.
Numero 10, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 21, il numero 30, il numero 79, il
Corner
numero
number 2
12.
then. Romani with the clearance.
Diamante really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Romani producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's Hernandez. He's having a hit! And a neat finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ci saranno 3
It's
minuti
loose,
di
in he
recupero.
goes again. Lookman. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Chips it through, and he... Oh, he's one-on-one! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.